This is Mike Peterson of KBACE Technologies. I'm here in New York City to meet with Matt Jagoda of GLG. Now, they've just gone live with Oracle Fusion several months ago. Let's go check them out and see how they're doing.
Gerson Lammer Group has 850 people in 21 offices across 14 countries. Matt Jagoda is Vice President of Human Resources.
So if you could start with your decision to go with Oracle Fusion at the start of this project.
We started to look at a variety of products. As you said, we were focused on the SaaS model. And what we decided was we would just take a look at, started with about 20 systems, narrowed that down to 5, and quickly got down to a couple that made sense for us. And at the end of the day, what really made sense for us from Oracle Fusion perspective is that it really met first, the global needs. Secondly, it met our needs that we could really focus on our people and focus on our talent. But most importantly, it really had the critical things that we felt would help us drive talent in this organization.
Help walk me through your process of evaluating Oracle Fusion versus other more established service providers.
When you look at a product like Oracle Fusion, you look at its capability to drive reporting, to be able to drive critical information into managers' hands. And so when an HR business partner is sitting down with their internal client and talking about their organization, who is performing well, who is not performing well, who might get promoted, who may need to be managed out, you really need information in your hands to make some key decisions. And at the end of the day, if you do not have a human resources system that can match to that process, then you're going to have a very difficult time as a human resources department delivering on that promise to your business.
Talk through the partnership with GLG and Oracle as you went through the project.
At GLG, we actually embrace the fact that Oracle Fusion is a newer product. We actually enjoy the interaction, both pre-sale and also during the implementation and now post-implementation that we've enjoyed with Oracle. I think one of the key things with a new product is you have to find a partner that is willing to listen. You have to find a partner who is willing to hustle as much as you want to hustle. What I think we have received from the partnership with Oracle is an understanding that yes, the product is one of the newer ones in the market, but through thought leadership, through product design, through strategy, they really have shown to us that they are willing to put the time and the energy and the effort into listening and understanding what our needs are. And being able to have an impact on a product at a very early stage with a company like Oracle is really critical to GLG.
If you could talk about the modules, the Fusion modules that you're using right now globally, the various modules and how they're being used in each of those countries.
Yeah, so right now we are using the workforce compensation module across all geographies. Everyone speaks English, so we're using it in English in all those geographies. But we have deployed that. Our HR professionals in India, our HR professionals on the ground in China, all use the same product that we are using here in the US. We also utilize the benefits module, and we rolled out benefits open enrollment to our US-based population. And we're also obviously, as an internal HR department, utilizing the product right now from a core HR perspective, keeping track of all of our items that need to be tracked from an employment perspective.
Matt, talk a little bit about picking the right partners. You partnered on this project with KBACE Technologies and Oracle.
So very early on in the process, when looking at Oracle Fusion, we were introduced to KBACE Technologies in addition to a couple of other vendors, a couple of other providers of implementation services. One thing that I said earlier was choosing the right thought partner is really critical for us in this whole process. So one of the things we saw with KBACE, as well as with Oracle, was that when we were asking questions about things like, how would you manage a workforce compensation process as we've described it to you, we really heard thought leadership. We really heard strategy. We really saw a product from Oracle and an implementation provider in KBACE that understood and has seen all this before. So while Fusion is a new product, and we understand that we are early adopters on the product. We also need to be able to find a partner who can be a thought leader with us and say, I've listened, I understand what your issues are, I know what your timeline is, and I'm going to help you get there. And so from the point of decision for which implementation provider we would use, to the point of being in the throes of the actual implementation, to going live, we have felt that both KBACE Technologies as well as Oracle has really been by our side through that effort to make us successful.
Let's talk a little bit about what's next. You've got the existing modules in place. There's additional modules within the Fusion suite. What's next on your roadmap to put in?
So it's critical for us. We made this decision to move towards Fusion because we really felt that having an integrated HRIS was going to be critical to our success. Can you put all of your human capital metrics in one place? And can you bring to bear the entire strength of the reporting module in order to deliver to your managers, to employees, the information that they need to be really successful and help to drive the business forward? So we are looking very closely and would expect to move forward with other modules. And we fully expect that the next horizon will include things like performance management, looking at bringing goal setting into play, bringing performance management into play, as well as the talent review module as well.
You're on an island by yourself when you kick this project off. Now you're finding out that there's other organizations that are also live, and others are coming live within the KBACE network every other week. Talk a little bit about that.
I think what was important for us is to understand that we were not on an island. We were with a provider who could bring that knowledge base to us and could say, here is what we've learned. Yes, maybe early stages, but those early learnings are critical and were critical for our entire implementation process and continue to be critical as we continue to partner with KBACE Technologies. I would say on a go-forward basis, it is very enlightening to see that now that KBACE obviously has done a number of implementations of the Oracle Fusion product, that we really are now getting a lot of access to other clients. I never felt that we were on an island. I always felt that we were with a partner that could help us and could show us the path forward, not from only their knowledge base, but also from what they've learned from doing other implementations.
What would you say to someone else that's currently evaluating various cloud SaaS systems?
I would say to anybody sitting out there embarking on this journey of, we know we don't have the right HR technology, we know that we don't have the information and the data necessary to drive critical business decisions, first think about what you are trying to achieve as a business. If you start with the technology and that drives your business goals and that drives your process, you may come up with an outcome that is less than desirable.
Matt, you've been live now for over the course of a couple quarters. Talk a little bit about the ongoing support from Oracle as well as KBACE.
Having been live for a period of time now, we really do feel the support. We feel that Oracle and KBACE have been there for us when we've had issues. It's not if you're going to face issues, it's when. And so when you face the issues, are you partnered with a company like Oracle? Are you partnered with a company like KBACE Technologies that is going to be there with you and understand that it's not necessarily about getting to go live? Yes, everybody wants to be on time. Everyone wants to be on budget. Everybody wants the project to go as smooth as possible. Understood. But once you go live and it's in the hands of your managers and employees, that's the most critical time. So we spent a lot of time early stages understanding which partners were going to be best for that, and really did feel that Oracle and KBACE were going to be the ones to deliver for us, and they are.
Matt, you've had exposure to what Oracle is coming out with in future releases of Fusion. Talk a little bit about what you've seen and how that fits where GLG is going.
As a human resources department, You want to get better, smarter, faster about the ways that you can deliver to your company. User interfaces that are compatible with mobile technology. User interfaces that make the look and feel of the screen very familiar to somebody, whether it's clicking on an icon that may be familiar from let's say an iPhone or an iPad, or it could just be the simple fact that you only need to click on one or two buttons to get to what you need. It helps our employees to know that GLG is committed to their success, and rolling out human resources technology that makes it simple to use and helps them get back to what they're actually trying to do on the job helps us to all be more successful. And we absolutely see that. And it ties right into the thought leadership that we were looking for when we were choosing a product.